Abortion in this land is reaching into the sacred space that is owned only by the one who says, I am, and it is daring to rob God. We forget the Creator. We forget the one who is Lord. And you know what we end up doing? We end up hearing stories like the one that came out of the Milwaukee police station back in the mid-'80s. Children were throwing stones off a bridge, the caller said. And so the police went to investigate, and they indeed found children throwing small objects over a bridge. They approached the children and said, "What are you doing? What are you throwing?" And you know what the children said to the police? "We're throwing little people." And the police saw the little gray containers in which were aborted children that these children had found in a nearby dumpster outside an abortion clinic. When we forget who the Creator is, we forget who the creature is. We lose sight of the dominion of God, and everything else becomes confused. That's where we are right now in what we call the culture of death. But I am the way and the truth and the life. And one of the ways of understanding this declaration of Jesus is to understand that He is the only way back to the Father for this confused, lost human family. The only way back to the Father, precisely because He is truth and life. What did Jesus say? And here we go to the first letter of John. How did Jesus describe the purpose of His mission? In the first letter of John, chapter 3, verse 8, we read, "The Son of God came into the world to do what? To destroy the works of the devil." The Son of God appeared to destroy the works of the devil. There's His mission. And so if we understand the works of the devil, we understand the mission of the Son of God, to destroy those works. And He said that in 1 John 3:8. And then in John's Gospel, chapter 8, we read what those works of the devil are. If we look at verse 44, in John 8, verse 44. "You are of your father, the devil, and your will is to do your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning and has nothing to do with the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks according to his own nature, for he is a liar and the father of lies." There's the work of Satan. Lying and murdering. The Son of God came into the world to destroy the works of the devil, to destroy his lies, to destroy his murderous actions. How do you destroy his lies? By truth. How do you destroy his murderous actions? By life. I am the way back to the Father because I am the truth, destroying those lies, and the life, raising the dead, conquering the murderous actions of the evil one. And that's why abortion continues in our midst, and that's why we, the people of God, will be victorious over it. It continues because of lies. There are so many lies allowing abortion to continue. The abortion industry lies about the nature of the baby, pretending that somehow the child in the womb is something less than a human child. It's an outright lie. And you know, it's a lie harder and harder to make in a day of fetal therapy, fetal surgery. Isn't it ironic that ultrasound came about only after we had already removed legal protection from the unborn child? In fact, we've learned more since Roe versus Wade legalized abortion throughout all 9 months of pregnancy, legalizing it in 1973. From 1973 until today, we've learned more about the child in the womb than we learned from the beginning of human history up to the time of Roe v. Wade. It's an incredible irony. But you can't hide the truth forever. The other side keeps trying to lie. This is not a human being, this is not a human child. But that lie is collapsing. But then they go on to other lies. Well, this may not be a human child, but, we have this abortion procedure because it serves the needs of women. It's part of women's health. It'll help you. And yet, that lie is collapsing too, because there's more and more evidence than ever before that what harms the baby harms the mother.